The Sleep Council have recently surveyed more than 5,000 adults across the UK to find out more about their sleep and bedtime habits. And what we've learned is that they are changing. We are sleeping less than we used to. Now a third of us are getting only 5 to 6 hours sleep a night, and that's 7% more than we're getting that amount just 3 years ago. And also our bedtime habits are perhaps not surprisingly changing. For whilst 4 in 10 of us still choose to read a book before we go to sleep, nearly as many now are watching television in bed, and an increasing number, particularly amongst young people, are checking their emails and talking to their friends over social media. And it will be very interesting to see how these trends change over the next few years. I think we all take sleep pretty seriously when we don't get it and we don't get enough of it. And given the fact that 4 in 10 of us feel more positive when we've had a good night's sleep, a third feel happier, and 25%, a quarter, feel more productive, its importance is certainly there for all to see. What we lack, and where we're not taking it more seriously, is the education, the public health awareness campaigns to really get people not just to appreciate its importance, but to understand what happens when you sleep, how it affects your health and well-being generally, and also how to achieve better sleep. That's what's missing. Whilst nearly half of us absolutely do nothing at all to improve our sleep, a rather worrying nearly 8 million people are using alcohol to try and get to sleep and sleep better at night. Nearly 7 million people are self-medicating to help themselves sleep. I think this paints a picture not only of a nation that's struggling with their sleep, but also of a nation that is not understanding and not really appreciating the ways in which they can improve their sleep. Another worrying statistic was the fact that people are only spending on average £583 on a new bed. Now, if you consider that you're using your bed almost every night, often as 2 people, and if you take that over a 7-year period, that means we're investing just 21 pence a night on our sleep environment. Now that equates to the price of just a single egg. That doesn't, to me, represent very good value for money or understanding of the importance of our sleep environment. I think there are 3 key areas for people to look at in order to improve their sleep. One is their sleep environment. You want to create the perfect sleep environment. You want a room that's cool, quiet, dark, uncluttered, a real haven of rest. Really attractive place to be. You want a super comfortable bed. It needs to be supportive, it needs to be pressure relieving, it needs to be big enough so that you can move around undisturbed. Second, you need to look at what we call sleep hygiene, and that's your kind of bedtime routine. Our bodies respond much, much better to keeping regular hours, for instance, going to bed and getting up at roughly the same time. But you also need to look at ways and means of really being able to wind down and relax before you go to bed, so you are in sleep mode, if you like. So lots of different ways for people to achieve that, whatever works for you, whether it be meditation, yoga, doing a jigsaw puzzle, reading a book. TVs and gadgets, not such a good idea because they are more stimulating. The lights from them stimulate our brains. The third thing, of course, is your own lifestyle on a broader scale, because what you eat, your diet, how much exercise you get will also affect very much how well you sleep, and obviously managing your stress and worry is going to be important. So sleep really is one of the 3 keys to a healthy lifestyle, and one we need to give a lot more attention to than we do now. For more information, our website at sleepcouncil.org.uk is packed full of useful tips and advice. For those who don't have access to websites so easily, we have a series of leaflets that you can order via our free phone helpline leaflet line, which is 0800 018 7923.